everybody, this is Andy Bradford here. I'm winging across the airways late night for my friend Todd Grady, who has been killing it, and he's burning the midnight oil for us, so we can talk and catch up on scooter news. So how you doing, Todd?
It's so late, man. It's like nearly midnight. I feel like a rebel, you know. And I feel like a young man again.
That's awesome. Well, you've been putting in work at Scoot Mag. You guys just dropped the latest issue. So how did it all work out? And how late did you have to stay up the night of, you know?
I shan't explain how much work I put my designer Jack through to make this issue, but we are very proud of it. We got it done. It's my first one, kind of being the lead on the magazine, so I'm very proud. Lots of ISA related, well, Barcelona related. We kind of fixated on the incredible city that is Barcelona. Cam Ward getting the cover. We got interviews with the new world champ. We got tour video with, tour article with Apex and Dylan Morrison and loads more stuff. Feast.
That's awesome. What's the best way? I don't have it. I've gotten a couple in the past, but for me to go pick up a copy, where do I go without putting like a plug? But seriously, where do I get one?
We can plug. It's our video. It's all good. www.scoot-mag.com is your best place to get it, especially around the world. You can buy the individual magazine, or you subscribe for the whole year, pay your postage to wherever you are in the world, and we'll wing it out to you. There's also shops in the US. It gets brought into the US by Eastwood, by Mr. DSA Dave. So you can pick it up in selected Scoot shops as well.
Good stuff. Awesome. Well, we have a lot to catch up on. We're going to try and keep this short this month, but we want to hear feedback from you guys. We want to hear what news you want to hear about so that we can bring it to you and bring people on the show and answer questions. So please hit us up. You can see below where to get a hold of us, but we want to hear from you. So let's start off with the big event, the
ISA World Championships, Extreme Barcelona. First thing I have to say was being there. It was one of the most incredible events that I have ever been to. The guys at Extreme Barcelona, because the ISA, not such a event body, it was previously put on by Scootfest, and this year is Extreme Barcelona. Those guys really know how to run a competition. Absolutely incredible, management, really well done. Great park. And just super duper fun, insane crowd. The crowd was just ridiculous.
That's great. Yeah, I saw as many videos as I could possibly find and saw some amazing footage, amazing best trick contest. But that's really cool that all went well. What were some of the highlights for you? Would you change anything, or like being as critical as possible? Give us like the good, bad, and the ugly.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. First off, just the riding over the whole weekend from the riders was just great to start off with, like a positive, really incredible stuff. Everyone was like so high spirited, especially seeing as we're all in Barcelona and then all like cruise down to the local skate park, which is the best skate park I've ever been to, called Marbella, each evening and rode till like 4 in the morning, some people. So it was like really high spirited. Only thing I would change, there was we last minute put in a couple of extra riders, so 12 instead of 10 into the final, because we thought we had time. It was a little bit too tight, and apparently we didn't quite turn around for Spanish TV, so maybe that was the only downside. But the good, the best was that best trick contest. Like, absolutely, there was like 5 minutes where I nearly fainted from screaming so hard. There was Branson, Jeremy Malott, Dylan Morrison did like 5 tricks in this 5 minutes, and Jordan Clark. It was obscene, and then just the crowd. We had the biggest crowd of the weekend. There was FMX, skateboard, BMX, inline, all really high-level competitions, and we had the biggest crowd by a long way. 3,500 people, 4,000 people in the crowd, screaming their heads off. So sick. That's
awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, and it's being represented well, and got good people, that are mature, that are leading it. So that's great that it's continuing to be pushed. So
big props to Fernando, who was the head of the scooter contest out there. Massive fist bump to him for throwing on an incredible show. So the actual competition out there, felt like almost it somehow felt like almost a small part of the weekend because like everybody had such an amazing time just in Barcelona. It is the best city I've ever been to. Food, sangria, outrageous riding, just amazing. But the actual competition itself, Jordan Clark, my main man from 40 miles down the road.
Yeah, and I have to. Let me cut you off because you called it. I'm going to play a video clip right here of you saying, I think Jordan Clark has a good chance of winning.
Jordan Clark, actually another one who rides with Archie Cole, kid you've never heard of, who's got a double flare.
Jeez.
Like, this guy is amazing. I'd never heard of him before I went to the competition, the qualifier in Liverpool. He ended up taking the direct spot to the World Championships behind Archie. And a kid you never heard of who is going to do big things. So,
yeah, if you didn't think we knew what we were talking about, at least he knows what he's talking about. So it's a good thing you're tuning in to our show.
What can I say? What can I say? It was only because I said it as well. It's down to me. You hear that, Jordan? It was my fault. It was I was the reason you won. No, awesome. He was really deserved the win. Outrageous run, just absolutely next level with the doubles and stuff. It's like taking us into crazy snowboarding level of doubles and stuff like that as well. Such a nice kid as well, really gracious in winning, and we got a really good interview with him in the mag as well. So make sure you check that out. He was talking about where he came from because hardly anybody knew him before the Worlds. Literally half the riders were like, "Who is this kid?"
Jordan who? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
well,
and then he
so in that case, sorry to Tommy Christiana, who I called. I talked to him since, and I know he had a great time. Same with Wyatt, who I also mentioned. All the guys that I've talked to said they had a really good time, and getting to ride with you. I didn't know, but I think we actually ride the same kind of scooter. I'm not going to say,
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. It was sick to ride with those guys. Actually, I was up till gone midnight riding this Marbella skate park with them. Really, really fun. And Tommy is just Tommy is mind blowing, and nuts. Wyatt as well. Wyatt threw down some ridiculous stuff. Big shout to Corey Funk as well, who qualified first with the biggest gaps ever, and then went down this Marbella skate park and literally changed the minds of hundreds of people about scooter riding.
Good job, Corey.
In one single air. He was going 11 feet out of a 10-foot quarter pipe.
It's outrageous.
Doing bri whips on a really steep vert section of a bowl as well. So fun to watch.
Wow. Well, give us your feedback of what you thought of the competition. If you saw the video, if you didn't yet, and you want to watch the half hour or so video of the finals, we want to hear your feedback on it. And moving on from the ISA, then a more recent event, King of Germany, just happened. I know you were at that one too, Todd. You're everywhere. So what was the lowdown around?
It was hot.
Yeah.
So hot. Finals were in 39 degrees, which I think is 99 Fahrenheit.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 100. And by golly, it was hot. I had this big hat that luckily the organisers lent me, and that saved my life. And I drank probably several hundred litres of water. But it was great. It's always a really good competition. It's on it has a festival atmosphere to it. There's camping. There's a little brand village and stuff like that. And then this kind of almost ropey old skate park setup, but really, really fun. Great atmosphere. Dylan Morrison taking the win. Jordan Clark taking second, getting another double in, but not quite getting the run he needed. And then Archie Cole, big shout out to him as well, doing some of the most interesting lines that I've seen in the competition for a long time. Archie's come a long, long way and is now a really, really, really fun rider to watch. A couple of the best competition runs of the year I've seen from him.
Yeah, definitely. And it's good that Dylan got to hang around and be part of that too, because I know he obviously traveled a long way from Australia. There's a lot of people representing from all over the world.
Yeah, absolutely. A really international field and great to see. Thanks very much to Apex for sending him out.
Yeah, and the videos are great on that too. You can see them if you go look for them, but there's a bunch of them from a bunch of different places. So check.
We'll put a link.
Yeah,
we'll put a link, shall we? Yeah.
Cool. And then one other event or process of events that's going on right now I want to touch on is the Mad Gear Flat Scoot battles. It's year 2. They've already had one in the books. I got to be part of it last year, and I was the ref for the East Coast this year. So I've had a lot of fun. I filled out a bracket, like the NCAA March Madness tourney bracket kind of. It's really cool.
I'm so annoyed I didn't do it. Annoyed I didn't do it because I watched last year and the final was like mad, was like mental. But I didn't really get into the qualifying. But this year with like the really nice filming and being outside on the plaza, the two Woodwards and stuff like that. It's like amazing, and I've like really gotten into it. And every time they upload a video, I'm like, bang, yes, let's watch that within seconds. And it's been really ridiculously high standard.
Right.
360 fry whip.
Oh my gosh.
In like round 1.
Yep.
What?
There are, I think, 10 people right now that still have a perfect bracket.
Hayden Tansley was like beat Austin Quentz in round 1 and. Damn!
Yeah.
Bam! For my man Cam Ward. Hayden Tansley killed it.
Yeah. I think Austin mentioned. Sorry to cut you off. I think Austin mentioned at the end, like he's like a mini Tommy. Like they both are just so consistent. They can do outrageous tricks that were just levitating off the ground, where the scooter's just going nuts under them, and then they just ride away, and it's all clean. It's all smooth. But it's a lot of fun to watch. So I got to do the East Coast. You got a special guest judge on the West Coast, Sniff Ronaldo, and it's coming back to the East Coast again pretty soon for the finals. So it's going to continue just playing out every Wednesday and Friday. They drop a new video, so keep up on that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can I get the lowdown on Sniff Ronaldo? How did he get that nickname?
I wish I could tell you. I actually have no idea.
He can seriously pop a collar on that ref's jacket.
He pulls it off. Well, I had to go.
And Chandler.
So I went to like a sporting goods store, picked up this ref shirt, and paid entirely too much for all they had was a like X small and like a quad X large, and I couldn't pull off either. But I was like, man, I feel so sorry for him. He's gonna have to wear this like X small. We're both like suctioned in. So.
Yeah, no, it's really fun, and every time they drop those videos, I'm like, bang, let's go. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up, keeping it nice and tight this month. Any final shout-outs from you on upcoming stuff you've just seen, Andy?
Yeah, there's a handful of events coming out. I know of a big one that's next month that I don't want to miss. It's the Chicago Street Jam in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago. It's August 8th. Tilt and Sky High are putting it on. It's going to be really big. Really fun. They always have a big turnout, and they're releasing the second Tilt video, which is going to be amazing. There's a preview out for it, so go check that out. I'm hyped to see it when it actually drops, like officially to all of us later. Union Sessions video from Tommy Christiana was just crazy, and Justin Phillips for Anacuda. He's made the switch from Sacrifice, and his riding is so tech and so legit and fun to watch. So give that a like and show him some love. And lastly, Juzzy Carter, welcome to Mad Gear. Australia was dirty, just dirty. All his crazy technical tricks and high flying action. So for me, those are definitely ones you have to watch. One other video I wanted to shout out, it just came out recently, is the Raymond Warner crazy Big Air King. Raymond Warner just absolutely shredding. He rides the Mega ramp at Woodward West, destroys the Mini Mega, as we already know. But go check that video out, show him some love, repping Envy, and he's absolutely murders it. So
just want to wrap up that Ray Warner video. Made my day today. Go check it out on the Scoot Mag website. It's up there now. And the things coming up in the UK, the end of the Scoot Sport GB National Championships. We're at Rush for the Southern Finals this coming weekend, and then middle of August for the National Finals at Sport Beat Festival. Check it out on the Scoot Mag website. We'll have updates on there. Other than that, go buy the new magazine, issue 22, out right now on our website. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Head over to the Fidelity and the Scoot Mag Facebook pages. Give us a like, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, hopefully, for our next issue.